well. So maybe we do see it. We call it out.
Yeah,
so,
I knew it.
Hey, it's Kirby against Steve. So hopefully we can learn a lot from Guilheww, the mastery behind dealing with Steve. But right now, even if there's not a huge hitbox to work with, we know that he's still going to be looking for those combos.
Yep. And not only that, I get to see what kind of combos does.
Oh, well, that was an unfortunate mistake.
Yeah, it'd be like that sometimes. Sometimes, the control stick goes the other way. I get it.
No B reverse, and you're flying towards the blast zone, so it does happen. Even though Ender was off to a good start. He piled up a decent amount of percent, but now maybe the mental is a little bit shaken because after that good start... Oh, no, never mind. He said, we can bring it back, no problem. Already taking the stock, and we'll retreating to the ledge for a little bit. He finds another grab, not finding anything afterwards, but able to keep Guilheww off stage, at least for a little bit, controlling center stage, and we do have the gold on deck, ready for whenever he needs it.
Downer.
Yeah, he's going to get denied, and even then, it's
Downer.
Steve, so he has to go for another one.
Yep,
and
another one.
A
downer.
Oh, the triple, man.
Another
the
one?
triple threat with the downers. So even though you can fly for days, you're still going to fly right back into this downer and get sent to the blast zone.
Yeah. And he's already pushing him all the way to the other side of the stage, and he already started the ledge pressure, right? The edge pressure that he's so good at, constantly putting his opponent, whether it's ledge trapping them, corner pressuring them, or edge guarding them. That's Guilheww's main thing.
Yeah, he's just very mindful of how to deal with his opponent's options. Right now, he's going to... Oh, you said it. You call it out. That's the knowledge right there.
It was a good idea.
La Estrellita de Nair is going to be able to block that incoming flight. He gets returned to sender, and Guilheww taking that first game. Let's remember, though, that there was a very unfortunate SD for Ender, so maybe he can take care of business with the Steve, or at least push Guilheww a little bit more than what we've seen so far. But we know that Guilheww is not letting up. He's still going to keep his game plan, stick to his strengths, and he makes Kirby look like such a threat.
He does, and I figured he would use Nair to pretty much edge guard, simply because it's strong, bigger hitbox lasts longer. So it makes the most sense. I mean, why go for a back air when Nair is going to get the kill anyway, and it's a little bit bigger, right? So I would like to see a little bit more earlier edge guarding situations, but horizontally. I would love to see like how Guilheww deals with that against Steve, because we saw the down airs. He got triple.
He got triple down there, man. So we know that he's got the vertical range covered. So maybe just a little bit more of the horizontal coverage from Guilheww. Right now, I love how that happens. Know that you said he can do the Nair, and even before you saw it happen, you were like, that can work, sure. And we saw Guilheww demonstrate. Right now, we're going to have to turn our heads a little bit, but we got you, because Guilheww, again, with the pressure, the 50s on both sides, but he was on that card for so long, and Kirby's little face was just like, help, I'm stuck. But he was able to get out. The Marca Acme this time not being able to find it, but trying to continue the pressure, trying to stay away from him. You know, Steve maybe Ender here wants to just keep the Tomatito away from him for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, what he's really looking for is, I need time for myself to build, right? I need to farm some materials, and I think if he can try to stick to that game plan just a little bit longer, just a little bit harder, just trying his best to just block Kirby away and just be a little bit more non-interactive, it might work out for him. Because can Kirby deal with a diamond axe in his face? I don't think so. He is pretty light, so that might be the main priority. But right now, like, Guilheww is doing an amazing job at just not letting him play the game that he wants to play.
And if it wasn't for those blocks, he would have been gone already. But Ender hanging on and using that strategy actually to avoid the edge guarding from Guilheww. He tried to place the blocks, chill outside of the stage for a little bit, but he's still going to grab you. He's still going to get you all the way to the top. Although Guilheww is almost at 100% as well here, and already starting another combo. So look at that, all that
not
damage.
A good place to be.
Yeah, no.
Not a good place to be.
Any other character would have been a little bit more scared there, but he was able to get right on that minecart, go back to the stage, and right now trying to farm, but look at the materials. They're very low.
Yeah, I mean, it is, and it's because Guilheww is on top of him pretty much the entire time. He's not letting him play the game, not letting him set up, and that's what Steve does best, is run away, set up, get stronger, you know?
And right now he's completely empty, and he's been completely empty for a little bit, able to get something going again, but he has to immediately spend it, setting up the wall, and now he's back on track. And speaking of tracks, he just gets rammed by that minecart.
See how early he died?
The stock is gone, and now he's at 105%, still climbing, but we do see that the diamond is ready to roll, although I would believe that he wants to...
Wow.
Oh my god, yes, he wanted to get one more stock before having to rely on the diamond, but the big kick, and Guilheww is not even at 50%.
Yeah, he's not, and right now, you got to prioritize to not run in, because Guilheww is all over him. This could be really bad for him. Beautiful combo by Guilheww. Sets him up off stage, and that nair is really going to do its thing and keep him stuck at the ledge, keep him stuck corner pressuring him.
And right now, if you're Ender, then you might be thinking, how can I stay alive for at least for a little bit longer, trying to find one more stock, but he's getting dangerously close to the 100%, and they're back on the other side, and now we see how whenever he tries to farm, if he doesn't set up the wall, Guilheww's in his face right away, and forcing him again to be on the ledge. The back air not quite enough, but Ender struggling, again going for the nair, and the strategy of placing the block saving him that one time.
He does have the diamond axe though, so this might be able to change everything up completely as long as he continues to farm and prioritize farming, waiting for his opponent to throw something out. No, he didn't. You know what Guilheww did?
He was looking for it.
He was looking. He was looking, but Guilheww was faster. He was just faster to the punch with that back air, and that's definitely going to take it.
Sometimes that split second it takes for you to try to commit to a decision, it's all it takes for your opponent to beat you to it. So Guilheww showing us that he can deal with the Steve even without the SD, because the first game was looking pretty even, taking that into account, but this time Guilheww a little bit more decisive there. And are we going to stay on the same stage? We are actually. So
we are.
Another small battlefield. Ender at least showing some confidence that he is making the right choices. Starts with a lot of damage just from one anvil and the pickaxe, and not having to set up the wall because he still has some materials to work here right at the start. But Guilheww giving him a little bit of space.
Yeah, definitely. And it is a little bit curious to see how Guilheww at 0% can only really get like 2 to 3 up tilts. He can't really convert anything after that. But after he gets to around mid%, his up tilt can actually confirm into up air, back air.
And it starts getting more dangerous because that down tilt can actually trip you. So Guilheww is sometimes just looking for that. The shield looking a bit small, but Guilheww able to get away. Going towards the blocks as well, because otherwise, if he got hit, then he would have been able to bounce off of that. And right now, piling up the damage, getting rid of those blocks really fast, and that's just something so simple, but that he has to make work. He has to get just the right amount of height to be able to forward air the blocks, and then another back air to end that stock, and Ender not being able to get even 50% on him.
Yeah, not only that, I did just realize this is a top 128 set as well. This is the same exact place that we were before when we were watching.
Big Boss and Reggie.
Big Boss and Reggie, exactly what you wanted. And it's looking a little bit more one-sided at the moment, but it just shows that the higher you climb in this tournament, the harder the talent is going to be to face.
Yeah, no, I'm already excited watching these sets, so I cannot imagine what it's going to be like tomorrow. So be sure to stay tuned for that, because there's a lot more Smash action coming the rest of the weekend. And right now, that's another fight. We felt it. We were waiting for the forward smash, and it just never arrived. And Ender now has time to get that diamond
or
online.
At least the trip, the trip into the F smash or the down smash.
We were like stuck there feeling it, but not quite. And again, he's kind of playing with his food right now.
Yeah, he kind of is, man. I'm not gonna lie. You gotta be careful because there's a diamond axe out there, so it's a little bit hard to play with your food when the back air comes out of nowhere.
So yeah, paying for the lost opportunities there, but still he has 120% lead, so I don't think he's too worried about that. But he does try to have to try to find this stock as quickly as possible. There it is. He listens to us. He's a good boy. El Niño Kirby finding one more stock, and now he's one away from stealing his ticket to that top 64 winner side. And they're not quite out of this yet, but as the damage starts to pile up, you have to wonder if he's going to try to switch something up, but it's looking difficult.
It is going to be difficult because, I mean, at the end of the day, the thing that he has to switch up is run away. Run away, put blocks, farm, so then you can actually fight Guilheww, because right now he's just running through. He's just not letting him play the game.
Yeah, look at his materials again. He has nothing to work with, and that's all due to the fact that Guilheww's pressure is so relentless and so precise. I think that's the word that we need to point out here, because if you just go all out against Steve and you're not careful, he's going to destroy you. And Guilheww says, okay, that's fine. I have a lot of jumps, perfectly measured, not getting caught by the forward smash, and already 102% on Ender, who is once again off the stage using the block, but he's running almost on empty.
Yeah, he is, and that backer is going to take it, man. That was kind of a quick set.
Guilheww showing that he can do it against the big boys and against the square boys as well.
The square boys. He can fight all types of Steve, and I'm excited to see some more Steve gameplay from Guilheww. I personally want to see how he deals with someone that is a little bit more patient, a little bit more, I mean, being honest, a little bit more campy in terms of how they set up their blocks so they can have a little bit more material, a little bit more than usual, and how he's able to continuously bombard them with hitboxes and options. What do they do?
When he's subjected to someone that he cannot pressure as freely, because that's the thing.
That's what we noticed.
Getting close to Steve is dangerous.
Yes,
but you have to get close to him, or he's going to farm everything.
Yeah, and what we've noticed too is like the two sets that we commentated of Guilheww. It's just running through them. It's just bulldozing through. It's like nobody really is able to get through his impenetrable fortress that he's pushing forward with himself. You know.
Do you recognize the person that was just on the screen?
I was looking straight.
Okay, we might be in for a treat.
Ooh,
because,
really?
I'm not sure if you've heard a lot about this guy right here, Andik.
Oh, of course I have.
He's one of the Captain Falcons from up to the north, and he's a showman. Like he is one of those people that, on an average set, he gets a couple of clips. So if he's having his day, we're in for a treat. Like I was saying, one of those characters that throughout the entire history of Smash, I think he's always been automatically connected, to the hype moments, the stomps, the knees, all of that. So I think we're about to see one of his best representatives that we have here in Mexico. So before we get to see a little bit of what we were saying with this other set, Guilheww just making it work, being very, very clinical.
Yeah, he was, and I noticed from watching Guilheww more and more that a lot of his kit, it's actually constantly putting your opponent in disadvantage, constantly putting your opponent either down or to the side. You know what I mean? Like, up air isn't too strong when it comes down to like really juggling us as DK. But if you notice, even when he's up airing, it's constantly putting your opponent where? To the ledge, to off stage. And where does Kirby thrive?
Yeah, catching your bad options. And Guilheww knows how to do that. I love that we saw the replay for the triple down here because he tried to fly in from off the side, and then he tried to fly in from below. And no matter what he tried to do, the little feet were always there to catch him. I think Ender wasn't really doing a bad job. He was just getting outplayed because that's going to happen when you're facing a player of this caliber.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And for all we know, he has no experience versus Kirby, so he's probably like, why is this Kirby constantly running at me? What do I do? This character could be this aggressive? Okay, I can't set up my blocks. What's going on?
Yeah, the last time I fought Kirby,